So moving forward with our new topic, which is order of a reaction. Before explaining this topic, first of all, let's see about this reaction. Let's take an example here. A plus B gives you C plus D. Okay, here this A and B are the reactants, C and D are the products, and a, small b, small c, and small d are their stoichiometric coefficients. So when we will express their rate, means the rate expression is given by rate is directly proportional to basically the concentration of the reactants, the product of the concentration of the reactants. Okay, so when we remove this proportionality constant, then in place of it we can use a proportionality constant which will be equal to K, and this equation will become K into the concentration of the reactant raised to the power X and concentration of B raised to the power Y. Okay, so this is how we represent a rate of a reaction. Okay, so here you can see there is X and Y are basically the stoichiometric coefficients, and these powers in the rate expression, which is X and Y, may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficients of the reactants of above equation. This is not necessary that these powers are equal to the stoichiometric coefficients, but most of the time it is. And also one more thing, the small k which is written here is known as the proportionality constant, or you can also call it as the rate constant. Thus this rate expression, or you can also call it as rate law, is the expression in which the reaction rate is given in terms of molar concentration of reactants, with each term raised to some power which may or may not be same as the stoichiometric coefficient of the reacting species in a balanced chemical equation. Okay, so this is what your rate law expression is all about. So moving forward with the topic, which was order of a reaction. The rate expression which we studied here, we will take this equation as our example. Here you can see that X and Y, which are in the powers of the rate expression. So basically the sum of these powers in the rate expression, or you can say in the rate law, represents the order of a reaction. So basically the sum of powers of the concentration of the reactants in the rate law expression is called the order of that chemical reaction. Okay, so this is the order of the chemical reaction, the sum of the powers of the rate expressions is or you can say the rate law is the order of a reaction. So now let's move to the unit of rate constant. So here let's take an example which we had taken earlier. This example here I am repeating it once again. So it will have this rate law, means it will be expressed like this: rate is equal to proportionality constant, that is K, concentration of A raised to the power X and concentration of B raised to the power Y, where X plus Y is equal to N, that is order of reaction which we had studied here. That order of the reaction is basically the sum of the powers present in the rate law. So K means the equilibrium constant, or the rate constant, the rate constant is equal to the rate upon the concentration of the reactants. So the concentration upon time into 1 upon the concentration, where A is equal to B. Okay, where the concentration, if we assume that the concentration of the A and B are same. Okay, so in that case the concentration it will be represented by the concentration upon the time taken into 1 upon the concentration. Okay, so this is how we have to solve it. Order of the reactions are basically of three types: zero, first order, and second order, which are in your course. First one is your zero order reaction. The unit for a zero order reaction can be represented like this: mole liter inverse upon or you can say moles per liter upon the time taken, means as we are writing it here, concentration upon time. This is the formula basically by which you have to calculate the unit of the order of the reaction. Okay, so for zero order reaction means if the sum of the powers is zero. Okay, so in that case the unit will be mole liter inverse second inverse. Okay, we put the unit of the concentration, that is moles per liter, here upon the time taken, that is this formula. This mole per liter is the unit of the concentration. Okay, so the unit of the concentration, that is mole per liter, upon the time taken, that is second S, and 1 upon concentration, that is the unit of the concentration, moles per liter. Okay, so we will get this equation, mole liter inverse second inverse. Okay, and when in case of first order reaction, also we will have the moles per liter upon second into 1 upon moles per liter, then it will give second inverse in case of first order reaction, and in case of second order reaction it is mole inverse liter second inverse. So this is how the unit is calculated in case of order of reaction. So the basic thing which you have to learn is the units of the different order of reaction. For zero order reaction the unit is mole liter inverse second inverse. For first order reaction the unit is second inverse, and for second order reaction you can see here that this moles, here it is mole per liter upon second into 1 upon mole per liter square. In this case this will be cancelled out with this one. We will left with mole inverse liter and this second inverse. Okay, so this is how we have got our units. This is very important topic in terms of board exams. In board exams also the orders of the questions are asked about the order of the reaction. They will give you the reaction and you have to calculate the order for it.